Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Andy Sokolovich from Bent Business Marketing coming to you with another presentation. Today we're going to be talking about the path to success starts away from the office. 5 networking don'ts that every professional must know. Again, these are 5 networking don'ts that every professional must know. We're going to be going over some things that you might be doing yourself or maybe you've seen done that just turn people away like the plague. First, we're going to be talking about why should I network? Nobody can hope to be successful in the long term without thinking connectedly and gaining the support of others. Sooner or later, every lone wolf will reach his limit and his career will come to a standstill. That's Keith Ferrazzi, author of Never Eat Alone. But the point is your network is a powerful tool. Nobody can even imagine or contemplate being successful without setting up a solid network of passionate people to surround themselves with. But there's 5 things that I want to teach you today that I don't want you to do. Do not. Number 1, don't fake the funk, people. Forget the acting class you took that semester in college. You are best when you are you. Open up about yourself. Let your guard down. And you only get one chance of making a first impression. Let's go back and review. Forget that acting class. This is the opportunity for you just to be you. Don't put on some fake swagger. Don't try to act like you're super successful. Don't try to act like you got it all figured out. You know, my dad used to always tell me the quickest way to make yourself look stupid is to get in a conversation on a topic that you know nothing about and act like you do. It's basic. We've all been there where somebody spouts off some outrageous thing that they've maybe done. I'm doing the quotes with my fingers here. And you look at them having a general knowledge about what they're talking about and you're thinking to yourself, there's just no way. This guy is faking the funk. Obviously, you are best when you can stop, calm down, take a couple deep breaths, and just be you. It's so much easier that way because you're never going to get yourself caught in a lie. You're never going to be perceived as fake or arrogant. Just be you. And then open up about yourself. Tell people a little bit about what you're doing. Talk to them about your fears. Are you nervous? Do you not normally come to networking events? Is this your first one? Talk about your family, your children, your lovely wife. Do you have an anniversary coming up? How did you celebrate your birthday? Again, that's being real. That's talking about things that all of us deal with on a day-to-day basis. And you only get this one single chance to make a first impression. So how do you want that impression to be? Do you want it to be that of somebody who's fake and thinks they have it all figured out? Or do you want it to be that of somebody who genuinely wants to be there to soak up as much knowledge as they can, meet new people, network, and make some friends? Number 2, don't sell, okay? Lay the sales talk on thick and you'll be avoided like the plague. I'm telling you, you hear it all the time where you go to a networking event and a guy comes up and grabs your hand, brings you in for that half hug, and he just kind of has that patchouli stink about him. Overly confident, swagger, and he's there just to sell people on the product or services he's offering. People hate being sold to. Okay, it automatically puts up a big wall of defense. We don't like to be interrupted, and we don't like anybody to come in our conversation and just blatantly try to give us that aggressive hard sale. Make new connections and leave the invoices back at the office. Don't come there again looking to sell. Leave those invoices back at the office. The last thing you want to do is walk into a networking event with a folder packed up underneath your arm full of order forms and invoices. This is an opportunity for you to meet people and leave your job description short and sweet. You'll know if people want more. Basically what I'm stating is if somebody comes up to you, shakes your hand and says, hey, what do you do for a living? This isn't the opportunity for you to whip out that sales pitch. This is the opportunity for you just to tell them a little bit about what you do. If they want to know more, they'll ask. Let them ask. Let them introduce themselves to your offerings on their own accord. Number 3, don't talk too much. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen for a change. People love being listened to. It's such a rare commodity and skill today because of all the social networking we have and the cell phones, and people spend more time with their phone in their hand looking down at the screen, cruising up and down the Facebook profiles of their friends than they do actually listening to people. But I tell you what, I've been in this business long enough to understand that people love to be listened to. They just want to share their problems, their feelings. They want to talk about themselves. Give them the opportunity to do so, because you know what? People will value that conversation more if they do all the talking and you listen. So listen to their problems and maybe you can provide a solution. This is a great tactic I teach everybody in business when I do my classes. I say listen to people because what they're doing is they're bleeding from the heart. They're telling you their problems and just maybe you can provide the solution. Maybe they're telling you about a problem they have within their business and oh, guess what? Without them even knowing, you have a product or a service that's going to solve that problem. You don't have to blurt out and tell them right away, but just keep that in the back of your mind because when the time is right and they're exhausted from going ahead and using your shoulder to cry on, it's your opportunity then to present them with that solution. And listening builds trust, and trust is priceless. Trust is what makes up a solid long-term business, and the more you listen to people, the more they can trust you. Number 4, don't seek out the big fish. You hear this all the time. People say, surround yourself with the big fish, the players, the game changers. While I do agree it's great to create a social circle of people that are learning to make change and have some social influence, don't be the guy that seeks them out. You don't want to join the massive leeches. Moving around at different tables, chatting it up with anybody who's willing is the best way to go. Because you know what? Sometimes that guy that walks in or the girl that walks in with her entourage and everybody's saying, oh, they're so-and-so, and they're rushing up there to shake their hand and maybe sit at their table. Those people, I look at them and I think, what's the rush? They're no better than you are. It just lets me think that you don't have enough self-confidence in yourself that you can't become successful without their help. And then the other thing you got to know is sometimes the guy that's sitting in the back of the room, stirring his rum and coke, that may be the guy with the most social pull. You don't know that. So make sure that you go around and you introduce yourself to anybody who's willing to sit down and engage in a short conversation. And the perception of importance is a cruel liar. We kind of just touched on that. Just because somebody has this thing about them where they walk into a room and they seem to control it doesn't mean they're the person that's going to be able to help you the most in the room. Concentrate on making connections and not just joining the fan club. Again, don't be the leech. Number 5, don't shy away. Believe in yourself, and that confidence will be noticed. The last thing you want to do is go to a networking event, and I know it's hard for some people because you say, I just don't have the charisma, or I don't have the ability to walk up to somebody and engage in a conversation right away, but you're going to have to learn, and the more networking events you attend, the easier it will become for you. Look the other person in the eye. That is a huge, huge thing. We're humans. We're just like animals. There's little telltale signs that we do with our body that this kind of silent communication that tells us whether we're confident or not. It tells the other person, the recipient of our conversation. Look at them in the eye. Engage with them. If you can't look at somebody in the eye because you have a social phobia about doing that, look at the bridge of their nose. Just so you're not staring at your shoes, staring at something on the wall, playing with your napkin, twiddling your silverware. Look at them in the eye if you can. Avoid saying anything negative about yourself. Don't say anything negative. Sometimes you'll sit down with somebody at a networking event and they'll say, I don't really come to these because I'm just a terrible person when it comes to meeting new people. I'm really, really shy, and I'm not very good at this, and I just got into sales. I'm not doing too well. The more negative stuff you say about yourself, the worse it makes you look. Okay? You look kind of weak. And weak's probably not a good word because it sounds mean, but you do. You're perceived as somebody who's really doesn't have their I almost swore, their craps together. So you guys got to just calm down, avoid saying anything negative about yourself, say positive things about yourself. This is also an opportunity for you to kind of jump on your soapbox and toot your own horn. Not make yourself look overly confident, but tell the person that you're speaking with what you've accomplished and why you think that you would make a good connection for them. Remember, nobody is better than you. We talked about this when we said about chasing the big fish. You got to go into networking events knowing that nobody is better than you. Again, this isn't an opportunity for you to come over off as cocky, but this is an opportunity for you to build up that self-confidence. Approaching somebody is just like approaching a long-lost relative. Just because you don't know them doesn't mean that they're better than you. Doesn't mean that they have more skills, more talent, more money. Who cares about that type of stuff? Be confident in yourself. You got this. Square your shoulders, hold your chin high, and be prepared to kick ass. Practice, practice, practice. You don't have to be a gifted speaker or a social butterfly to benefit from networking. Attend as many networking events as possible. If you need extra help learning how to communicate, I suggest joining Toastmasters. You can find a club near you by visiting toastmasters.org. In a nutshell, Toastmasters is a public speaking class, but it also teaches you about, nonverbal communication, your body language, how to present yourself, inflection in your voice, all the things that we need as business owners and those that are pursuing maybe an entrepreneurial avenue or just want to be successful or really just want to build on our communication skills. Toastmasters is a great way to do that. It's fun, it's enjoyable, and everybody's there for the same reason, so you don't have to be super nervous. And again, attend as many events as possible. Remember, practice, practice, practice. Okay, folks, here's the secret sauce. This should have been a number 6, but I left it as the secret sauce. Don't go looking for help. Okay? Don't go to a networking event thinking, who here can help me? We all do. We all think, who here can help me get to that next level? But I'm telling you what, you will be more successful if you go to your next networking event looking to help others. Go into that room thinking, who in here can I help? Who in here can I introduce to my connections, my social circle, my web of influencers, and help them get to that next level? Because I can tell you what, Zig Ziglar said, and I'll paraphrase, if you want to be successful, you got to help others become successful first. So be generous with your knowledge. Don't break your wrist trying to be the first one in the room to whip out a business card. We all hate that guy. We see him come in, and you see him fiddling in his pocket, and he's got a stack of business cards in there, and he's just like a bee pollinating a flower. He just cruises around dropping business cards. Or even worse, he goes around to each place setting and puts one of his business cards on a plate. Come on, man. This isn't an opportunity for you to force feed people your business. This is an opportunity for you to put those business cards in your pocket just in case you make a solid connection and somebody says, I'm interested in what you have to offer. Do you have a business card? Why, yes, I do. The exchange is made. Everybody's happy. You made a great connection, and that's the beauty of networking. All right, Andy Sokolovich, bottom right-hand corner. That's me. For the last 2 years, I've been running a business called Bent Business Marketing. We specialize in small business marketing as well as copywriting, commercial development, graphic design, web design, the whole 9 yards. Anything you can think about to market your business, I got you. BentBusinessMarketing.com is our website. You can hit us up and like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Bent Business Marketing. As always, if you have any questions or you would like to hire me for a speaking engagement, that's one of the services that I offer and I absolutely love because I love engaging with people on a personal level. You'll see that just through my presentation. I love breaking it down into realistic terms, having fun with it, joking, laughing, shaking hands, engaging with my audience. And if you give me the opportunity to stand on stage, I could speak all day long. But I want to teach you guys something. I know you can teach me something. So if you're looking for a speaker for hire, a keynote, somebody to come to your next, bread breaking with your business, go ahead and give me a ring. 815-441-2219. Again, 815-441-2219. Or you can email me, Andy@bentbusinessmarketing.com. I love to come and teach you more about networking. I specialize in speaking at chambers of commerce. I'm a member of my Clinton area Chamber of Commerce, and I've presented to them on several occasions, including some social media branding management for their Facebook page, which they've been using and noticing some massive returns on their small investment. So give me a call. 815-441-2219. Again, this is Andy Sokolovich from Bent Business Marketing. Get out there, network, make some friends, enjoy life, and build your business. See ya.